Martin Bakole has announced that he will square off against Big Bang Zhang before challenging any of the title holders. On the undercard of Terence Crawford vs. Israel Madrimov, the Congolese fighter floored Anderson in the first round and seemed to hurt the American every time he landed a shot. Bakole knocked Anderson down on a further 2 occasions before referee Jerry Cantu stepped in to wave the fight off. ESPN boxing insider Mike Coppinger has also confirmed that this fight is now in the pipeline for the future shows of Riyadh season. His Excellency had a discussion where he proposed that he wants this fight to be made in Africa or China as reminiscent of Rumble in the Jungle between the late Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. After this, Mike Coppinger wrote on X, Turki Alalshik tells ESPN he's exploring a high-stakes heavyweight bout between Martin Bakole and Zhilei Zhang in either Africa or China, where they hail from, respectively. Bakole is coming off TKO 5 over Jared Anderson. Zhang with a TKO 5 over Deontay Wilder. Both are 6.6 foot and 285 pounders. So, it seems like a decent matchup. It's worth mentioning that just like Bakole, Zhang is coming off an impressive knockout victory over Deontay Wilder earlier this year in the Riyadh season. Both fighters are in the good books of Turkey, and that's why he is eager to make a matchup. Many possible options have been mentioned in front of Martin, but he revealed a fight he wants, and also the place where he would like it to happen. He has propelled himself to the top table in the heavyweight division with his destruction of Anderson, and now he has set his eye on the next target. The most avoided heavyweight, as Bakole calls himself, is looking at Zhilei Zhang as another stone towards his shot at the world title. Bakole recently told Sky Sports, I would love to fight Big Zhang in December in China. I heard His Excellency wanted to make the fight in China, so that's the fight I'm looking for. If that happens, I'll be so happy. Moreover, Bakole has explained that he had no issue in the selection of the venue. He destroyed Jared Anderson in his home country and is ready for Big Bang in China. Bakole confirmed that he is open for business no matter where it takes place. He continued, I'm ready to fight Big Zhang in China before his fans. I always fight outside. I went to America and stopped Anderson. I went to Paris and beat Tony Yoka, so I would love to go to China and beat Zhang in front of his fans. That's a fight I'd love, and I'm looking forward to it. Martin Bakole is continuously appearing on the biggest boxing shows, where he is doing his call-outs and saying other stuff which is alarming for the heavyweight division. In one call-out to Zhilei Zhang, he acknowledged that Zhang has a much bigger reputation after his performances against Joe Joyce and Deontay Wilder, but that's not enough. Bakole is not bothered by them at all. Recalling his previous session with Alexander Usyk, Bakole confirmed.
I'll make him pay because all my life I learned boxing from my brother who's a saxophone. And you can ask Usyk, he has stopped on the body shot because I know how to stop them, and I think it will be much easier for me. But I know he's a tough and a good fighter. Well, I'll stop him, believe me.
However, he was bothered by TalkSport Boxing's host Simon Jordan, who asked him repeatedly if he was surprised by his performance against the American sensation. Simon was also among those U.S. boxing fans who thought that Jared is the future world champion of heavyweight. Bakole interrupted him on this and had this to say.
I'm not surprised, and I was surprised when they told me that he said yes to fight me, because I was not expecting him to fight Anderson because he's still young, still have a lot to learn. But he made big mistake of saying yes to fight me. He maybe was thinking like me and Billy, we lying when we say people not keep avoiding me. But I was not surprised. He's a heavyweight, he's 24, still young, strong. He get what he deserves.
Martin Bakole's promoter and the CEO of Boxer Promotional Company, Ben Shalom, is also very happy about this victory in which Bakole was an underdog. He is also ready to square off Bakole against Zhang and had this to say on the potential fight against Zhang. Martin Bakole is hungry and he's ready to make his mark on the world stage. A clash with Zhilei Zhang is exactly the kind of blockbuster fight that boxing fans deserve. Two heavyweight titans going toe-to-toe. Bakole was a sleeping giant in the heavyweight division until now and had no fight against any top boxer before. He even lost a fight against Michael Hunter at the start of his professional career. Shalom thinks that a fight between Zhang and Bakole at this point will completely tantalize the division. Shalom added, "This is a fight that could shake the division to its core, and we're here to make it happen. The world wants to see it, and so do we. Let's give the fans what they want." Bakole's promotional company has also shared another tweet in which Bakole is seen saying why Zhang is the biggest fight for him at this point of his career. Bakole has other heavyweights like German Ajit Kabayel and Kiwi star Joseph Parker on his hit list, but first of all, he wants to get rid of the Chinese titan.
For right now, people are on my level.
and people I would like to fight because I'm a number 6 now in top 10. I would like to fight someone from 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I'll mention Zhang. It will be a good fight.
Similarly, Billy Nelson, who is the proud trainer of Bakole, had also welcomed this fight against Zhang. He's Bakole's long-term trainer, and being the man who crafted Bakole into the giant, he is currently over the moon now. Billy backed his fighter against Zhang and had his say on the magnitude of Bakole versus Zhang. It would be a great challenge for Martin fighting in China against Zhang. It's one we'd relish. There would be millions of eyes on it. Billy also made a prediction about this possible clash of the future. He thinks that Zhang will turn out to be a tougher opponent than Jared, but Bakole has the tools to handle him. Billy Nelson predicted, "I would be very confident Martin would stop Zhang probably before the 8th. I think he's too fast and too sharp. His engine is far superior to Zhang's. We know Zhang is dangerous early doors with his left hand, but it would be a challenge we'd be up for and very confident of winning." Billy Nelson is very happy with Martin's career-defining victory over Jared Anderson. After this win, he explained that Martin had to go through to get to this point. He shared with Seconds Out that Bakole had a very tough time before turning pro. He deserves this victory and many more in the future.
With respect, more because I'm solely responsible for Martin's career because I'm his manager as well. With Ricky, he had an excellent manager in Alec Morrison, who looked after him superbly well. But in Martin's case, Martin came to this country an unknown. He had the middle of a donut in his pocket, and he's came for. I think he was on £600 a fight or something like that, £700 to becoming a very, very wealthy man now.
Currently, Martin Bakole is having the time of his life in Congo. After the win, he went to the Republic of Congo, which is homeland, and is currently fighting against terrorism and poverty. He was welcomed at the airport like the nation's true hero, and thousands of people gathered to have a glimpse of him. Later, Martin was further honored by the president of Congo, who appreciated him for making the whole nation proud by beating American Jared Anderson.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to my president. So I'm so happy after the victory and they invited me. I'm here in Congo with my president.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Interestingly, Zhang himself has been dreaming about a title shot for quite a while. Being a late starter, he doesn't have the portfolio to be given a shot now, but his recent performance tells a lot. He has defeated Joe Joyce twice and had a statement victory over the former world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, aka the Bronze Bomber. According to rumors, Zhang had Ostarine in his body before the fight against Wilder. His management had clarified that it could be due to the contaminated minced meat of a German Shepherd. Zhang ate in a festival. Zhang had given no official statement in response of this allegation. Earlier this year, Zhang scored the biggest win of his professional career when he brutally knocked out former WBC world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder in the 5th round in Riyadh. The 41-year-old Zhang shared was not confirmed about his next opponent, but he had an innate desire to return for a fight on his home soil in the future. Talking about his efforts to improve boxing culture in China, Zhilei said, "Our team has been working on that. We want to hold a top-level fight in China so that Chinese boxing fans can enjoy it on home soil. China now has many boxing enthusiasts, and millions of people stayed up to watch the fight between Wilder and I online, so I know they are looking forward to a grand fight being held in China." And who can fulfill Zhilei Zhang's dreams more than His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh? Turkey has given his world that he is ready to organize a boxing event in China, where Zhang could be headlined against the Congolese slugger. Even though Zhilei has won confidently against Wilder, he wants to improve further. In a review of that showdown, Zhang credited his victory to a more balanced use of both hands and said, "Well, I have no idea. Maybe because Wilder didn't find an opportunity, but his right hand is really powerful." Looking back at his past bouts, many fighters, including Tyson Fury, were knocked down by him, and some of them were even beaten into a state of shock and sent to a hospital. So the power of his right hand is really terrifying, but I managed to limit the use of his right hand. Both of my hands are powerful, while Wilder is only powerful with his right hand. I controlled him, so he had no space to attack. When asked about Zhang's next opponent, he set his mark well above Martin Bakole. Zhilei also wants to square off against Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua, and Agit Kabayel. He has a rematch clause with Joseph Parker, and before the Thunder of August 3rd, Zhang had no idea about how big of a threat Bakole can be. Talking about the best possible fights, Zhang explained. Because Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk will have a rematch in December, they are excluded, but I still have many choices. For example, a rematch against Joseph Parker, as I have an agreement on terms with him. Anthony Joshua also can be considered, and Agit Kabayel as well. I have many opponents to consider, and I am okay with any of them. The rematch clause is the only thing that could stop China's only active heavyweight to fight against the Congolese fighter. He is bound to fight a rematch against Joseph Parker and wanted to avenge him first. This is the only thing that could hinder Zhang from fighting against Bakole. Otherwise, the styles and attributes of the two giant heavyweights being immediately recognized as one of the best matchups in the division. British boxing promoter Eddie Hearn also wanted Martin Bakole to have his skills tested against Zhilei Zhang. Zhang has been quite a problem for Eddie, and he has defeated many matchroom fighters, including the likes of Deontay Wilder. Eddie knew of Bacole's potential, and he was never in favor of Jared's fight against him.
Why are you so confident? I hated the fight for Jared Anderson. You know, he's 24 years of age, he's a young prospect, he's never really been in with anyone, and Martin's a world-class heavyweight, he's a huge man. And I hated the style matchup. I just thought it was bad matchmaking.
At the end of that fight on August 3rd, Eddie thanked God that Jared did not suffer from any major injury on head and neck. Although he was stunned by Bacole's butchery, he doesn't see Bakole having a shot at the title at this point of his career. About the rumors of Bakole versus Zhang, Eddie concluded, Martin Bakole is very competitive against anyone, but he's not going to get any massive fights yet because he doesn't have the profile. The Zhang fight is a great one. Zhang Bakole is going to do massive numbers. Other than Zhang's rematch clause with Joseph Parker, the Queensberry Promotions is also not very happy with this fight. Frank Warren, the CEO of Queensberry Promotion, has clarified once again that Martin Bakole is not in their list any soon. Plus, he is also not quite impressed by Bacole's performance against Jared Anderson.
And that's what we're focusing on. And I'm not really interested at this moment in time in Martin Bakole. He's not on any list of mine, and that's it.
But you were impressed with his performance, as you say.
I would say he did what I expected him to do.
And he's
I'm saying impressed. He did what he had to do, but I was not impressed with Anderson at all, and nor have I ever been. So I'm not being an after-timer about this. I didn't think it was a smart match for him.
Frank Warren is currently interested in making a rematch between Zhilei Zhang and Joseph Parker. He mocked Martin Bakole and his trainer Billy Nelson for their exaggerated call-outs and said, look, Zhilei Zhang got a rematch clause with Joseph Parker, so if Zhang wants a fight to happen this year, it will be against Parker because of this clause. But after His Excellency's interest and Bacole's flawless win over America's rising star, it will be very hard to argue against this fight. That fifth-round knockout put Bakole on the map and grew his reputation from the man who claims to have stopped all the top dogs in sparring to the man who may just beat them all in the ring. Frank might hesitate at first, but won't be able to refuse His Excellency's offer. So how do you see this fight going? From now, it looks like the winner will have a guaranteed shot at the titles. What do you think? Tell us in the comments, and please subscribe to our channel and show some love.